DJ Durong from Hot 702.5 in Las Vegas, it's time to come together. Rainbow Dreams Educational Foundation presents the 24th annual Las Vegas Juneteenth Festival, going down Saturday, June 21st from 4 to 9 p.m. at the Expo at World Market Center, and it's free to the public. Catch R&B icon Tweet live on stage, plus performances by Kiss Kiss and the Squad, Darnell Alexander, Unk and the Nephews, and Las Vegas's pop princess Ray Millie. Hosted by DJ Ambeezy with Not a Boy DJ and DJ Kelly J on the ones and twos. Stop by and visit the Hot 702.5 FM live remote tent and check in with our on-air personalities. Shop the vendor marketplace, hit up the food trucks, and enjoy surprise guests throughout the night. Presented in partnership with Google, MGM Resorts International, Live You Equals You in the city of Las Vegas. Come together this Juneteenth weekend to celebrate freedom with Tweet and Rainbow Dreams. Get your e-ticket now and be entered to win one of our fabulous prizes. Visit June19LV.com. That's June19LV.com.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows. Live 24/7. On hot7025fm.com.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
Hey.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal? What's going on? It's Let's Talk Love, and I want to thank all you Let's Talk lovers for joining us. And I can't tell you how happy I am that we are here on the hottest, sexiest station on the planet, Hot 702.5 FM, to talk love with us. I am your favorite love prescriber, Miss Love Doctor. And where there is love, there's always inner beauty. So you guys make sure you say what's up, drop a few hearts, all that good stuff for my beautiful co-host, Miss Beauty on the Beat.
Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Beauty on the Beat.
Woo, woo, woo. All right, so cool. I put this like, to love self is something we need. And here on Let's Talk Love, we focus on solution-focused, heart relatable conversations.
Okay.
I was like, I like that. I'm leaving it. I don't even remember writing it, but there it is.
There it is.
That is what we do. But you guys make sure you share this with your people.
Please.
Drop some hearts and make sure you comment because we want to talk love with you guys. And call in 702-551-5261.
We want to hear your voices.
Yeah. So y'all know that we do come here to talk love, but we also have to make sure we share love. And the empath in me right now is screaming. So if nobody has told you that they loved you today, let somebody be the first. It can be us. We love you guys.
We heart you.
I just feel like where is the love? Because it's like nowhere or something is happening. But I know it's everywhere. But I'm just saying, like, once you get an overload and sensory with so much hate going on, like in your front, in your face,
in your
it's
yard.
like, what the freak?
Fricker fracks.
Yeah, I'm a chill.
Them lint liquors.
It's been a thing. It's been a thing, like all day. It's been a thing. I've been on a rabbit hole, and I should have. I'm not even really a scroller, but I need to make sure I fill my time not doing that. But yeah, so. And now here I am trying to share, and I'm looking at people's. Let's see. So I'm going to share this with people.
Well, while she shares, today is a big day for my family. I just want to give a big shout out to Miss Elijah Shanae Pryor. I cannot believe my baby girl, okay? That is my niece. She made me not want to have a baby for a very, very long time. And I appreciate you teaching me not to hang with boys till I was old enough to really understand what they want me to do, okay?
Girl,
okay? But I just love that she is 30 years old today.
Wow.
30, okay?
Isn't that crazy?
Like, but to know that the doctors told my sister that she wasn't supposed to last 10 years, and you defeated the odds against you. It's like you're an overcomer, baby. You're an overcomer.
Yeah.
Like, having someone that has like special needs and need help, it really shows you that like that's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Right? A whole nother level. You don't expect to have a baby that you don't get to take home, or you have to leave, or won't grow, or won't talk, or won't anything. And for her to be able to last this long and still have some type of life, I appreciate the people that has been in place to help her and grow. Like, she's had some really good people as she was little to now, that's really have taken very good care of her.
That's a blessing.
So happy birthday. And happy birthday, sis, because you gave birth to her today as well, girl. Okay?
It's a real thing. So I'm going to say this, that most of the conversations that I have been having have been like full-blown therapy sessions.
Okay.
Especially if you listen, right? And I feel like I've been peeling back so many layers just naturally. Not like, I want to have this conversation so that I can peel back a layer. Like, it's like you're having a conversation, all of a sudden it's this huge revelation. Like, oh my God, this is why I do this, because of this, and this is why. You know what I'm saying? And then it all makes sense. And it's like, it clears your mind, and it's definitely something to heal your heart.
Yeah.
Have you doing self-reflection, like a mother with real authentic conversations.
Yeah.
People, like, I feel like you can feel the love and the care from people when you're talking to them in a certain sense. You know what I'm saying? And me and my best friend had a conversation. What was that, yesterday or the other day? When we was like,
yesterday.
I was like, you made us mess up our conversation.
No, I think
we
it was
in
Tuesday.
a healing session.
Yeah, Tuesday.
I'm talking about, like, we dissected love that day. We were literally dissecting, like,
Attachment style?
No, my attachment style, I figured that out earlier. But it was like how we show up, right? How do you show up? Like, not like how you walked in the room. Like, how are you showing up internally? You know what I'm saying? Or lack thereof, especially when it comes to dating and things that are new.
Okay.
You get the tiptoeing around stuff that's new. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it kept going and going, and it brought us to the point that we are realizing that there is a real level of fear there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a fearful thing of something new.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, new job, new school, new people, new relationships, new friends, new way of life. You know what I'm saying? New schedules. No pun intended. New versions of yourself, new realities.
Yeah.
New energy.
Right.
Old air used to be dirty, but now this air filthy. New air.
New air. Everything is changing, evolving.
So today we are trying to break down the nervousness of entering and stepping into something new when you have no choice sometimes.
Ooh.
Sometimes you don't have a choice.
You don't. Yeah.
And
Sometimes.
I know that I have been saying it. I've been saying that I'm in this transition. I don't know what's going on. There's something new coming. I've been saying it, right? Or am I not? To myself, but I just know but I'm like, what is it? I don't know. What is it? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know. You don't know exactly what it is until it is like there for you.
Right,
you know
at
what I'm
the
saying?
door, behind it.
So, and it's up to you to be embracing of said new. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you're not ready for it. Sometimes when you get there, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Started this was very new.
This was new. Everything is new.
And when we thought about it, it was like, dang, like, oh my God, like looking back. But it was just like we were just on air, bro. We were just like, okay, yeah, hey, trying to, promote our business, trying to do. And then it was like, boom, it was like 3 months in, right after April 20th, we was on air. Like, what?
And it was new. I mean, I think about babies, you know what I mean? All the way from there, like when we were born, we had to figure out everything. Everything has to have something new happen.
Yes.
You can't avoid it.
You can't.
Unless you just want to stay stagnant. but sometimes life don't allow you to stay
You
stagnant.
can't. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So we going to break down new
Okay.
with our definitions, and we going to break down nervous. I should do
Nervous,
fearful.
New nervous.
Should definitely do fearful because that's the word that I used. I didn't use the word nervous. I used the word, but we were talking about being nervous when it comes down to like having conversations with people that you know, when I'm being myself. I'm not, there's no pressure on that. But if you see somebody like, ooh, you know, you like them a little bit, then all of a sudden it's like, I'm nervous. Brain blank, no words, nothing.
You remember how you be like, girl, you're so funny. And when I'm like, okay, well, do a joke. What? Hey, y'all. I'm like, or make a video. And I'm like, if we're just talking, it'd be like so natural, right? But as soon as you ask me to like press record, boom, then I'm like, well, hey, y'all, how are you doing today? Like, I hate that I am so, like, I get fearful of doing something that I already do.
Yeah.
But it is in a different way that you need me to do it. Not even a different way. I have to do it, and it's new to me because I'm scared all over again. Like, it's ridiculous.
It's crazy, right?
Oh, yes.
It's crazy.
I really do hate that happens to me.
A mess.
Because our Love Lounge one, I still ain't redeemed myself for the Love Lounge.
You got to redeem this.
I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
You gotta redeem yourself.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
You shouldn't have brought it up. You shouldn't have used Love Lounge or redeemed. I wouldn't have thought nothing of it. Now you gotta redeem yourself.
I know that I need to. Does that make sense? There's been plenty of opportunities that I have been scared of because it's new.
Yeah.
You know? So,
no, real talk. I listen. I'm not saying that it's not a thing. I know but it just shows up differently. You know what I mean?
So that's why I say this is bullshit.
So new is not existing before, made, introduced, or discovered recently.
Okay.
Or now for the first time. Not previously owned.
Okay, new. Okay.
New,
not previously owned. It's new to me.
Already existing, but seen, experienced, or acquired recently or now for the first time. It's different from the recent previous one.
Okay, because that's new to the person, right? It's new to you. It ain't, you know.
Already existing, but seen, experienced, or acquired recently or now for the first time. Just beginning or beginning anew, regarded as better than what went before.
That's a lot, but
yeah, I don't know.
I'm just saying I'm gonna put it as like, okay, this is something that you had. You have not had it before.
Beginning anew, regarded like y'all just do it. I don't know. I just
before
got
then and the after.
And then you're new. Well, okay, so nervous is easily agitated or alarmed.
Baby, be
tending to be anxious or high-strung.
Very much.
High-strung.
Like you want me to say what? In front of what? In front of, oh, no.
Easily agitated or alarmed. Anxious, apprehensive, or feeling a reaction resulting from anxiety or anticipation.
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Yes, nervous. Yes.
Nervous.
No.
Relating to or affecting the nerves.
Affecting all of them. Shit, affecting all of them.
Man, it's out here. It's hard out here. All right, so why do we get nervous in the first place? Like, we shouldn't be nervous, literally, about anything. Honestly, when you really think about it, in hindsight.
True.
Because you are who you are. You're one of one. There is no one like you. Like, you show up the way you show up. All of your abilities are your abilities. Like, you could sing and tell jokes. And I know it's in there. But no other human is above or below any other human.
Yes, but there's so many people that be wanting to act like they are. And then you are nervous to be judged by those said people.
But guess what? You being judged by somebody that might judge themselves.
True.
So how do you allow them to put so much weight on you and how you live your life if they probably not even living the way they want to? Because guess what? Most times those are judging, they want to be, wish they can do it. In the back of their mind, like, I wish I could do that. Oh, dirty hoe. No, for real. And I read that somewhere. Oh, I'm reading this book. Oh, I'm reading this book.
Okay.
It is for my soul.
What's the name?
The Mastery of Love.
Okay.
I'm only in chapter 2, but it thinks just like me.
Really?
Just like me.
Mastery of Love.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it like a it's a paperback?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I need to challenge myself because I need to read something. I ain't read something in a minute.
Okay.
In a minute.
Yeah. So it was suggested to me. Like, you know how I don't know how I get in these conversations, but we got into this really deep conversation and he was like, you got to read this book. I went right on Amazon right there. Boom, boom, boom. It was at the house the next day. Like I fell asleep the other night trying to finish the chapter. I'm going to just finish it.
Okay.
But I didn't finish it. I woke up, book under me. But that was like something like, yeah, it's new. It's a new book. It's something to learn. Like it might have been something that would have threw me completely off, but I just went for it. But something that's unfamiliar or something that is considered new, and I don't know why. Like, of course, you can always put it in the sense of like a new job or public speaking or you meet this really cute guy and you don't know what to say. You like shrink, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, what I had to think about, it might be more psychological than we realize.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's something is definitely happening within your nervous system, but at the same time, it's the nervous, it's all, this body is a bomb machine. You know what I'm saying? So when's the time when you guys ever got nervous for something? You can't use the love lounge because they already.
Okay, well, I think where I got the biggest fear from, I was in a play and I had to do my lines in front of everybody. My mom was there, everybody. And it was like, I couldn't remember and I was frozen. And I heard somebody in the audience, the show must go on, baby.
Oh, that was nice. Oh, that wasn't nice.
And I was just stuck. So I had to kind of like just tuck my tail and then do a moving. And I didn't have to say anything else, but that just scared me from ever doing it again.
Wow.
Because it's like, it's everybody's looking at you. Everybody whether it was good or bad, they wanted to see me, but I was paralyzed in fear.
Wow.
Like nervous as heck. I was seventh grade.
Okay.
What was I doing? I was doing the play. I was Whoopi Goldberg on Cinderella, the Black Cinderella. Okay. And my line wasn't even that big. Okay. I had my little Asian boyfriend because we had an Asian kid in the class too. So it was like some bullshit. Okay.
You say your Asian boyfriend.
Because they had, not mine, but like on the father was a different color. So we had a different color guy. It was
like your boyfriend.
No.
I feel like when I completely freeze is during an interview.
Okay.
It's like my body is like to the point of not even knowing my name, It's like you have a set of skills.
Yeah.
You do, but you don't think about them. I think about them when I leave, like, oh, I should have said this. Oh my God, I forgot about that. I should have said this. I should have said that. I can't stand that.
Yeah.
I can't even stand that in real life conversations when I think about what I should have said after or go back and reread what I text and was like, that ain't even how I meant it. I should have edited it and say what I really wanted to say. But yeah, so let me know. Y'all drop in the comments a time when you were nervous. And so we're going to break down nerves, right? Okay. And the nervousness. And so nervousness is a natural response to perceived threats, driven by our body's fight or flight mechanism, and can be triggered by various situations, such as public speaking, job interviews, or significant life events. This involves series of hormonal psychological responses that help prepare you to handle a perceived or image threat. While nervousness is a common symptom of anxiety disorder, they are not the same thing.
Okay.
Right? Anxiety disorders are a psychiatric disorder that's developed from a number of complex factors, including genetics, brain chemistry, and life events. What? But Anxiety disorders are long-lasting and uncontrollable without treatment.
Without treatment.
Or mindfulness. Define. They had to define treatment. That's a little tender today. It's tender. Biological mechanisms. Nervousness arise from the body's fight or flight response, and evolutionary mechanism designed to protect the individual from what they perceive as danger. Like,
That's pretty dope that your mind is telling you, like, hey,
you got stuff to do.
that it's like danger. Like, don't just, because what if we didn't have that, right? We just see like a thing. We just like, okay, woo, let's jump off the, like, that's crazy that our mind has those coping mechanisms, whether it's good or bad, right?
The body is bad. The body is amazing. When faced with a perceived threat, the brain, particularly the medulla
oblongata. Oh, is it? The medulla
oblongata processes the fear response and signals to the body prepare for action. This results in the release of hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, leading to physical symptoms such as increased heart rate, sweating, and heightened alertness.
Okay, that could be if I have to ever fight somebody. That's how I'm gonna feel.
Oh, Lord. We don't want to have to fight nobody.
If. I just said if.
I know, but it's the possibility there.
Yes, but it's the way this world is. You gotta fight or flight, baby. Like, boom,
the
boom.
disappointing part. We are living in fight or flight. And that's definitely what I wanted us to talk about. But based off our conversation, I started writing the show last night. So it is what it is. But to live in fight or flight is very unhealthy for your mental health. And I had to figure out what the hell was wrong with me. My nervous system is fucked with cakes. Try not to cuss. So I'm trying to stay away, trying to pivot. The psychological factors is nervousness can also be influenced by situations that provoke feelings of apprehension, such as public speaking, and triggers mixed with anxiety, dread, excitement. And it can manifest into a physical thing. Your stomach be hurting.
Oh, bubbles. Like,
now, I've done events and my stomach was like, shh. And the whole night, like, I gotta get that thing out of there. Like,
it's crazy. You know how, like, I've seen you do events and you do them so well. But yeah, you could be like, that's how you feeling. Like,
nerves be there sometimes. Yeah.
Dang, y'all.
For sure. You gotta do a speech or, hosting a workshop. I'm like,
that's crazy.
Remember that one event and my PowerPoint won't pull up? My nerves was like,
man.
I was like, okay, I'm going to have to wing it.
And on the outside, when I say you look so smooth, like nobody would ever know. Nobody would ever know. When I say you play it like a G, no one would ever know.
Oh, I thought it was like all over my face.
It don't. It really do not be. It really do
my
not
face
be.
Be loud.
And I have videos and pictures of when you're in your element.
Yeah, send them to me. Yeah, send them to me.
She
has a arsenal of
when her book come out or her story come out, I have
I was there and I was there and I was there. I
have the footage. Okay.
It definitely has it has some social influence.
Okay. Thank you, because that's what I be doing, like the social part.
Yeah, and the first thing it says is fear of judgment, rejection from others.
Thank you. I have rejection symptoms.
But you know what? Like we were. Oh no, that was criticism. That's a word. It wasn't judgment, but I think, of course, it's a natural thing to feel, but I feel like it's also a form of brainwashing. Like we were taught to be judged by somebody. Like babies be drooly and poopy and they ain't worried about who judging them. Get this crap up off my butt.
Yeah.
And then the world starts judging us and telling us we should be judged.
Yeah.
In reality, when you sit back and think about it in hindsight, it's like, cause who? Like who? Do you get what I'm saying?
No, because that's something that I've been actively working on.
It like automatically puts somebody above you. right? It just makes like, why does like, and I think I'm really, really learning that in different settings and different rooms. You know what I'm saying? Especially you come from a situation where you were put in an environment, and so you want to move different. You want to move better. You know what I'm saying? And like let's just say you meet your new boss, right? And you meet this said boss, and you realize they're just a human being too. It's just a title. Like in reality, they're nobody to you. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so when we were talking about this, me and my best friend, I was telling her that I feel like I got this lesson from a Scooby-Doo episode.
Okay.
Right? What's the girl name with the glasses? Jinkies. Thelma.
No, I thought that is Thelma. Yep. with the
Darla.
glasses. Don't have me.
Okay, what's the blondie one? Okay, so whatever. Thelma was
That is Thelma.
Okay. Thelma was what they were trying to hook her up with this boy, right?
Okay.
And I'm trying to see what's their names.
But they were trying to hook
Daphne.
That's the girl
and
with the
Velma.
Thelma.
Daphne has the cute hair. Velma is the one with the glasses.
Is Velma not Thelma?
Velma.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had to look it up.
V.
And so anyway, she was tripping, like fell over a little couch, went under the chair, under the table. And Daphne was like, the way you be out here slaying monsters, you scared to talk to a boy? And she was like, yeah, but instantly her insecurities kicked in. Like, I don't got it like you, Daphne. I don't got it natural, you know, da-da-da-da-da. She was like, you have it better than me. Like, you're not even scared of a monster. She was like, look at all the boys as a monster and slay. It was like, oh my God.
You gotta have a Daphne then.
You gotta have a Daphne, because what it made you realize is, and then of course, you know, I've been watching a lot of dating podcasts and relation stuff and ships stuff and stuff. They're human beings. So if I show up to a date, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. They're just as nervous. They're just as nervous, but everybody playing it cool. But it's okay to be like, I'm nervous, like me too.
Like, really? Oh, you're nervous.
But anyway, I'm gonna have to find that episode because it was like education. It was like bing, a light bulb went off. But it's temporary versus persistent nervousness. And you should make sure you know the difference between the two, because normal nervousness and anxiety disorders. So I guess that's the two. And I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Okay.
Coping with it to manage individual practice techniques such as deep breathing and a whole lot of stuff that I have down here, because that's from an article. That's from an article in Healthline. But it does say that nervousness is a complex interplay of biological, psychological, and social factors that prepares individuals to face challenges. So it's almost in your benefit if you use it right.
Yeah. If you use it right.
If you use it right. Yeah. Understanding the root can help people cope with managing their nervous feelings more effectively.
Okay.
Effectively.
Because sometimes when you're nervous and you just yelling at everybody because you nervous, calm yourself down, girl. Ooh.
People yell when they're nervous?
Well, when you're nervous and you don't feel,
anxious.
You take it out on the people that's around you. That's not doing it the healthy way, you know?
I could see that. What you saying? Because you're like, everybody just be still.
Yeah. Like, I need to think. You asking me this, leave me alone.
I need to breathe.
I need to
give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes.
Give me 10 minutes, bro. You be like, damn, my bad. Because you're nervous. You're scared, and you feel like you have a lot to prepare for, especially if you haven't prepared. I mean, shit, that's real too, because some people are real procrastinators into the very last, and then your nervous system is all jacked up because you waited to the last minute to prepare
unnecessary
yourself.
Pressure. And then I think people say, I work well under pressure. You work well under pressure because you don't have a choice. You are now under pressure. So under pressure is not a good thing.
Yeah, like you said, it's not good for us to stay in our fight or flight mode for so long. You said it's not good for us or mental. And I never knew that either. I never knew
It's
that.
so unhealthy. Like, it's so unhealthy. Like, when I tell you, maybe when you start to like freaking go down the road or journey to fix yourself,
Yeah.
it's like the smallest of things, and you be like, oh my God, like, you know,
Yeah. When you talked about the diamond, the pyramid, and like the needs,
the
right?
hierarchy of
The
needs.
hierarchy of needs. And when we were like, when you stay in that survival mode, you haven't even been able to go to the other levels to be able to do anything because you're in such low vibrations of that. So that was something really big that when we learned that here, okay, I was like, well, damn, that's a lot of people are stuck at that, but we're still having to be mothers, we're still having to be fathers, we're still having to be workers, co-workers,
without your
everything.
needs, without your basic needs being met.
Yep. That's why a lot of people are hurting people.
And then it's like, and then this, and then this, and then this. It's like, oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And like I said, today has just been one of those days where you just can't unsee what you're seeing. You know what I mean? And what does that do? It's definitely fear tactic. It's definitely to create some emotion or upset your nervous system. And to have your nervous system upset is, let's just see what the nervous system is.
Yeah,
How about
it
that?
ain't good.
How about that?
It ain't good.
The nervous system controls the core of your body. What happens at the core?
Everything.
Your heart rate, your digestion, the way you feel. Your nervous system operates all of that stuff.
Really?
So it's like,
So if we already always in
jacked.
I saw your stomach, everything. But our body is I mean, our brain is a part of our body, and what we feed it, like you said, how we, like what we do, all affects everything. Our digestive system, all of that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So there's two different types. You got your sympathetic nervous system and your parasympathetic nervous system. But they use hormones to help prepare us for what our brain perceives as a need. The brain's like, what do you need? The brain is amazing. Ever since I took this nutritional class, I'm like, the body is amazing. Oh my God, the body is amazing. Everything that it does. And the sympathetic nervous system is what is the fight or flight. So that's where most people sit. And it prepares your body for stressful situations. It's like, ooh, there's something gonna happen.
Yeah.
Something gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's to the point where like, you don't even, your phone ring, what's wrong? You all right? You all right? That is not healthy.
It's not at all.
And you feel heart racing, sweaty palms, upset stomachs. And then your parasympathetic nervous system kicks in when the brain thinks that it's okay.
Okay.
When it can relax, it can recover. So that's where most of us need to be.
Okay.
It's helping our body calm down, helping our body recover. But the thing about it is you need the balance. You need both of them to yin and yang.
Okay.
And one can't oversee the other one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be too lax, but you don't want to be too
You gotta be ready.
hyper.
Yeah,
You're just cool. Like, hey, I'm cool. And there are ways to reset your nervous system, and we're going to get into that.
Period.
But some ways I was thinking about, how do we combat the nervousness of something new? Like, how do you combat that? And I was trying to think of like different ways. So what do you
teach me? Because I don't know. I want to move, like revert. I'm not really trying to see it. I'm like, okay.
So we need to watch the show and see what did we come up with as our attachment style, because now I don't know if I want to know if it's right is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Because I'm like.
Because baby. I think first things first, what you have to do is have a real conversation with yourself.
Okay.
About a lot of things. Like, if you don't keep it real with you, you might as well not ever try to understand why your nervous system is off. But and talk about the actual nerves that you're feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
and why you're feeling them.
Point them out. Like,
Point them out. This feels like this.
Okay.
And then it may help you feel like, oh, I feel like this because this happened to me one time.
Okay.
That one time, that one thing that you don't even really remember happened because it was so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were having a real life conversation. I don't know if it was here on the show. And it just came up. I think it was because you were looking at me like, what?
Yeah.
You never told me that story. And I was thinking like, I kind of forgot about it, but it was very traumatic. You know what I mean? But so let yourself know, why is this happening? Figure it out. And then have positive talks with yourself. You know, make sure you're in a good headspace.
Positive talk is very, having that, whoever messed you up don't have them voices in your head, okay? Because that's how your negative voice sounds. It's like that person who messed you up.
Mm-hmm.
It's in your head. It ain't in it's their voices in your head.
And when you said that, it makes me think it's somebody who judged you before too. It's their voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely their voice. Don't doubt your abilities. That's really where I'm at right now in life. It's like, I think that I go, and I haven't like released myself of where I was and to where I am now.
Mm-hmm.
And to the point of like, once I graduated, and it was not even the fact of graduating, it was seeing that picture of me that I got to get it printed out with all of my degrees. I'm like, are you proud of yourself yet?
Dang.
You have the skills, you have the tools, you have to be who you want to be who you are. Does that make sense?
Girl, yes. Validation. Doing the pageant, it was kind of like, girl, you just whipping faces, like boom, 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 getting them done. And it's like, why do you doubt yourself? Why do you tell yourself like you can't start this, or you can't finish that, or you can't do this? It's like, why do you do that? Why do you self-sabotage yourself?
Mm-hmm.
And you want to stay comfortable. You want to stay easy, but it's like on other people, you get upset when you see people are doing the easy stuff or being complacent. Like, girl, but you are showing up in that way, but you want to be mad at other people for doing that. It's like, no.
That's huge.
Girl, I've been
message.
I know. It's been self-reflection.
One of them layers, baby.
God. And that's why I said I only have to learn to work on myself. I can't force nobody to do something because they can't force me. Mm-hmm. As soon as you try, like, people who really want to help me, who really want to, like, put me out there, I'm like, nah, that's okay.
It's somebody else's voice.
But and I don't do it. I'll tell my own self, like, no, you can't do that.
But I'm saying, you said it earlier, it's somebody else's voice. It's not even your voice saying you can't do it.
Yeah.
It's somebody else's voice telling you can't do it. Because the thing about it is we've already envisioned the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
And we know what it can be. Because you already know only you know. Only you know. Man. You know what I'm saying? So remind yourself of and like I said, from baby steps all the way up. It's like, remind yourself of the success that you have accomplished, whether it was big, small, little, indifferent, whatever. You know what I mean? So in the past, you realized that you pushed through that thing and you succeeded. So why wouldn't you be able to do it now?
Girl, yes.
Yep. So, of course, there's some relaxation techniques. Okay. And I heard this somewhere or read it or some one of my affirmation music. I don't know. Breathing does 90% of the body's detoxification. I should fact check that, though.
You have taught us about, breathing, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't know I was breathing wrong, y'all.
You ain't using your diaphragm.
There were so many ways of, the way that I don't respect my body. And I got to learn how to respect her. Girl, you getting up every morning. You thugging it out with me at nighttime. You thugging it out to get the stuff that needs to be done and the gift that God gave me. And I am not honoring her in the best ways that I should.
Apologize to yourself.
So, I'm sorry.
Apologize to yourself. I be talking to my knees, my ankles, my legs.
Girl, because now when they start bending and moving and flexing.
I'm like, I need you. I need you to get around. I have to be grateful for you. So it says, yes, breathing is primarily a way that the body detoxifies, particularly by expelling carbon dioxide and all other waste products.
Okay.
Deep breathing can also help increase circulation. That's where it is for me. And it aids with flushing out the toxins, reduce stress, which can negatively impact the detoxification process.
Okay. We about to
Blood
learn.
circulation, stress reduction, lung health. Ooh, it do be helping because then the tension sometimes be coming out of my head and all this tightness and all of that. So it does send a message to your brain, causing it to have a positive feedback. Like, okay, maybe we can calm down.
Yeah, when you get enough oxygen to your brain, they say like you can actually think clearer.
It kind of pushes the fight or flight out. You know what I'm saying? And it said take long, deep, calming breaths. But I was like trying to see, and this lady gave me a card, and then it was over here, and then it was over there. The 4-7-8, right? So you deep in for 4, hold for 7, push out for 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
4-7-8.
She gave me this little bitty card. I'm like, what? I don't need any more stuff. I'm gonna give this to somebody. When I see somebody out the window, I'm be like, here you go, take some deep breaths. Because I'm throwing away stuff. I'm getting rid of stuff. That's what season this is. So of course, exercise,
let it go.
yoga,
Let it go.
meditation,
Heck yeah.
massages, listening to music.
Yeah.
They put on there spending time with your pet. Mine was getting on my nerves. I ain't had no treat. I don't know what she wanted. Aromatherapy. Aromatherapy is the truth.
Hey, when my house smells good, I be feeling good.
You feel good.
Like, yes.
I won't even light a candle if I don't think my house is clean. But I love to sit by candlelight. But I ain't lighting it if I feel like that house is dirty. I'm not going to do it. We not going to relax. But it's like, okay, well, burn the candle, Tosh. Burn it. All right, so ways to calm yourself in the moment. Challenge the thought. That's where we were at when you called, because we was breaking it down. But ours was specifically to dating.
Okay.
Not to just something new.
Yeah.
But in reality, that still is something new. Like somebody coming into your space, into your energy where you know how it is set up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how your energy set up.
And that's scary.
As all get out.
Okay.
We had this talk and I didn't know how to explain it to you.
Yeah, but now that makes sense because I feel like once you learn who you are, right? I feel like when relationships is to teach you how to be with someone else, because you know you, right? And relationships is legit there to teach you how to share, communicate, work on things. Like it's much more than, hey, I'm used to this. I know how to do my job. I know how to do my function, whatever that looks like. But I don't know if you're going to mesh well with how I do things, right? Because sometimes a lot of people want their mirror. Right?
I think so. Right? Yeah. Yep. I was gonna say for me, no. But when you said it, it was like yes, they do. They want to come in and you need to operate how they think you should operate.
Yes.
And change your whole core system.
Yes.
Because it doesn't fit with theirs. Yeah, not gonna be able to do it.
And that's where the compromise.
God knows my heart. I would say stand toe to toe with the what ifs. Soon as the what ifs start coming in, stand toe to toe. Like, who gonna win? What if this was gonna happen? Reframe the thinking right then and there. What if it don't?
Yeah.
Go ahead and challenge that thing where, soon as you be like, okay, well, what if I go on this stage and I fall? Or what if I go on this stage and forget my words? But like, well, no, what if I go on this stage and rock it? When I go on here and see that I've already practiced and I've done I know what I'm doing. And if I miss a word, okay, so nobody's even going to know.
Yeah.
But they taught us that in dance.
Okay.
If you mess up, do not stop.
Okay.
Nobody knows you messed up unless you show them that you messed up. They don't know if that's a part of the dance.
Okay.
So, you kind of take that with you.
So with dating, how would you?
I think that's the same thing. Well, in my research. It says to take the pressure off is to go in not to be impressive. You're just going in to get to know them to see if they're impressive to you.
Okay.
So it changes the game of you being nervous because, like, I'm just being me.
Yeah. And you want them to be them, right?
You want them to be them.
And you want to see if them being them, you like them being them.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then that's okay.
That's all right.
Right? Because it's like, hey, I don't. And that's why when we talk about having relationships, you shouldn't just tell them everything that you want from someone. You want to see if that person
is already that person.
Exactly.
I mean, I get that there is some conversations that has to be had about, you know, like everyday things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because you don't want them just, but it's about how they take heed to that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So visualize yourself being successful. I feel like I've always visualized myself. Like, no hojas.
Yeah.
Like, I was supposed to, like, just like Different World, I was going away to college. And, like, I was going to pledge and I was going to have a job top Jaguar with an office with a...
Okay.
Yeah. I already knew what it was going to look like. I still see it vividly today.
I mean, for me wanting to be a mom and, like, having, like, being a mom, being a wife, and then having what I needed was what I wanted. Like, legit. I didn't really have any other things that I wanted. And it was based off of the fear of what I didn't have. But now once I didn't have to live in that fear because I got what I asked for, right? It's something that I had to look, Marquita, what did you want? Not what you wanted that was taken from you, right? It's what do you want? And that's where I'm living in today.
Mm-hmm.
So that's success of what that looks like. Because again, I never wanted to struggle. Mm-hmm. That was something like, hey, I got abilities, I got functions, I got to figure it out. Because I didn't want that. I didn't want to deal with the things that I saw. I'm like, bro, Marquita, you gotta choose better. You gotta figure things out. You have to learn, because nobody is giving handouts. And the handouts that you learn how to get, you better make sure you use that to step and repeat, step and repeat, step and repeat. Okay.
When you said low vibration earlier, I was like, ooh. Because it's easy. You can look back and see when you were operating in low vibration and you knew. Mm-hmm. But where were you too? You know what I mean? And why were you?
It's you needed to be in. Some people need to learn that it's okay that was the space that you needed to be in. Not all the time.
Yeah, no. Not for the scenario I'm giving, no.
No. Not you, but I'm saying there are certain things that, again, in the capacity of where we are, that is, you have to give yourself that's the space that you were able to hold in that time. Mm-hmm. Give yourself grace, because you had to grow from that.
Yeah.
Because when you're in it, sometimes you don't know you're in it.
Yeah. I mean,
because when I was big girl, right, I'm like, well, nobody gonna tell me that I was like, what? And I said, damn, girl, you was. And I look at my husband, I'm like, and you still chose me? All right. I'm gonna stick beside you.
I'm gonna stick beside you. Yeah, there's this video from like 9 years or something that came up on a memory, and I'm just looking at me. Like, looking at me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, that girl was not healthy. Like, yeah, I'm having a good time in the video. I'm having a great time in the video. He and but I'm looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, like you say, can't really be ashamed of it, but understanding how we got there is the power in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I think we already said addressing the underlying feelings of
nervousness.
Being, name it. Give it a name. Give that feeling a name.
I know.
Even if you name it Luberta.
Luberta is coming out, girl. Go on back in your corner.
You are triggering my Luberta feelings. And when I become Luberta,
dang.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, this feels scary.
Yeah.
This feels hard for me to do. This feels You know,
Girl,
makes me feel sick to my stomach. Like, what? Name it. Give it a name.
give it a name.
So that you can address it. You know what I'm saying?
But still do it. That's what I'm learning. Like, don't let that La Bertha come out.
Just stop.
And stop you in your track. Yeah. It's like, and then when you have to disappoint yourself and the people that.
And Lou Bertha just standing there like,
okay, girl, you come on back and hang with me, girl. We
gonna sit here, sit on the couch. I knew you couldn't do it.
We could scroll together, girl. We could go and just buy your time. Like, okay, and then you tell yourself all these little things. Oh, well, there is some big changes that are happening, and I want to stay. And it's hard for me to want to do what is necessary. But I know it
gives you a sense of responsibility.
Yes.
And you got to show up.
Man.
But the thing about it is I get it. I get the feeling. You shy away from it versus going forward. So that's a whole new thing. It's a whole new healing segment. And we will tap on that.
Mm-hmm.
But ground yourself is a good thing too. And I looked up a way to ground yourself is like you can engage in your senses. I know a lot of people use this one, especially with public speaking, or interviews and stuff like that. But it's just be in the present, and it's 3 senses.
Okay.
What can you see? So we can see a light, a microphone, and a camera.
Okay.
What can you hear? Air, myself, and you. And what can you touch? Well, I got my lip gloss in my hand.
Okay, I got my water.
I've been touching the cup and the straw because I got to come up to the ice.
That's where it's cold at. It ain't cold at the bottom.
It ain't cold at the bottom, baby. I'm going to bring that straw up to the top.
That's good. Okay.
And so those are the 3 senses.
So see what you can see, what you can touch, right?
And what can you hear?
And
that time, take those deep breaths. But in these next couple minutes, I thought real hard about this is that because the conversation of newness came up, and I've been seeing that I feel change in the air, and I didn't know why, I didn't know where. And then when it comes to you, it's just like a whirlwind. And then what I call it my tornado. And when the dust settles, you be like, oh, okay, this is where we got to pick up, So definitely didn't know it was coming. Definitely didn't know it was coming this fast.
Right.
But the news is scary. Right. It's forward moving, but we do have to announce with heavy heart.
Oh, my God.
And Marquita's going to cry.
I am.
And some major hard conversations in consideration. But Mizz Love, Dr. and Beauty on the beat on the hottest, sexiest station on the planet. Our last show will be next week.
Juneteenth, y'all.
Juneteenth. And I was just like, it didn't even dawn on me until I got to the end of the show. Like, oh my God, like this is new. And like, do we want to say something or do we not want to say anything? But
we didn't want to do
within this
like
breeze. Yeah, we didn't want to do it.
Man.
But it is a new breeze in the air, and it's okay, right? It's scary. Yeah. We don't want to leave because like you said, it was new before, but we got comfortable and we like being here and talking love with you guys. So we did make a decision to make sure that we try to go live and keep some of these good conversations going, but they're going to be in the living room. But y'all stay tuned. Keep your eye out for us. And
we ain't gone.
We love and appreciate y'all so much. And to E and Hot 702, we're going to have a party next week.
Man. And it's Juneteenth, y'all. So it's definitely.
We need to celebrate.
We're going to celebrate.
Y'all drop some hearts. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all next week.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot702.5fm.com.